The BPP recommends to the President the grant of executive clemency when any of the following circumstances are present. First, when the trial or appellate court recommended in its decision the grant of executive clemency for the prisoner. Second, under the peculiar circumstances of the case, the penalty imposed is too harsh compared to the crime committed. Third, when the offender qualifies as a youth offender at the time of the commission of the offense. Fourth, when prisoners is 70 years old and above or having terminally ill.
Fifth, when an alien prisoners where diplomatic considerations and amity among nations necessitate review.
And lastly, when other similar or analogous circumstances whenever the interest of justice will be served thereby.
Review of cases for executive clemency. Petitions for executive clemency may be reviewed if the prisoners meet the following minimum requirements. For commutation of sentence, 1. The prisoner shall have served at least 1/3 of the minimum of his indeterminate and/or definite sentence or the aggregate minimum of his indeterminate and/or definite sentences. 2. At least 10 years for prisoners sentenced to reclusion perpetua or life imprisonment for crimes or offenses committed before January 1, 1994. 3. At least 12 years for prisoners whose sentences were adjusted to a definite prison term of 40 years in accordance with the provisions of Article 70 of the Revised Penal Code, as amended. 4. At least 15 years for prisoners convicted of heinous crimes as defined in Republic Act No. 7659 and other special laws committed on or after January 1, 1994 and sentenced to one or more reclusion perpetua or life imprisonment. 5. At least 20 years in case of one or more death penalties, which were automatically reduced or commuted to one or more reclusion perpetua or life imprisonment. For conditional pardon, the prisoner shall have served at least 1/2 of the minimum of his original indeterminate and/or definite sentence. However, in the case of a prisoner who is convicted of a heinous crime as defined in Republic Act No. 7659 and other special laws, he shall have served at least 1/2 of the maximum of his original indeterminate sentence before his case may be reviewed for conditional pardon. For absolute pardon, after he has served his maximum sentence or granted final release and discharge or court termination of probation. However, the board may consider a petition for absolute pardon even before the grant of final release and discharge under the provisions of Section 6 of Act No. 4103, as amended, as when the petitioner is seeking an appointive, elective public position or reinstatement in the government service, needs medical treatment abroad which is not available locally, will take any government examination, or is emigrating.
Makalaya na sana ako. Mabigyan sana kami ng motion for immediate release.
Ang Panginoong ating Diyos,